I got the funniest thing in the world to show you guys. So Gypsy did this video, and I think it's actually pretty funny. She did a couple, but one in particular, she was singing a song, and I just want you guys to see the difference between what she really looks like and what she is showing us to look like. Let me pause to show you what she really looks like. Okay, so this is really Gypsy. I want you guys to look at this whole area so you can see that clearly what she is about to show us doesn't look like her. This is what she is showing us. This is the land of delusion. And this is clearly a AI picture. Like, she edited it through AI. You could just, I don't understand. Like, I have a real problem when people try to be someone that they're not, and you can't be authentically you. And of course, I know she's like a crazy person, but come on now. Anyway, she also did this video about this clothing that she bought her daughter, and it's up to like 6 years old, and it's like crawfish clothes. Like, I wouldn't buy this if it was free. I mean, I guess you're not buying it then. But anyway, okay, check this video out.
So I went shopping and I got Aurora lots of cute little outfits that I want to show you guys. So I got this stuff at a boutique called Mimi's Kids Pop-Up Boutique. It's located Lakeside Mall, or there's another one that's nearby Lakeside Mall that's kind of like off to the side in a different shopping center. But they sell really, really cute little baby clothes and kids clothes. So I went there and I was like, let me just take a look, because I'm trying to look for Aurora an outfit so we can go take her to see the Easter Bunny. And so I ended up getting like lots of stuff. So I'm Cajun, and so what does that mean? So in southern Louisiana, we have a lot of crawfish boils. So look how cute this is. Okay, so this is like for when she gets older. I've got a different one. Okay, so this one's like her size now. Okay, so that's cute. Okay, and then I have one for when she gets a little older. Okay, checking the size on this one. This one's 2 years, so this one's 24 months. Yeah. So I got those. I got this one for summertime. There we go. This one's for summertime. Got that one. Little popsicles. Let's see. I got this little Cinderella one. That's really cute. This one is 12 months. And okay, so I know some people are gonna be like, why did you do that? But because kids grow out of things so fast. And so I'm like, I really want to get her this, even though it's like for 6 years in the future. So look how cute that is. It's a little shrimp. And then I got one that's another 6 years. Okay, so obviously we won't be using these for a while, but I got to thinking, what happens if the store isn't going to be there in like 6 years? So I ended up buying anyway. A lot of this was on sale. A lot of these were like marked down, so I got all of these for like $150. And they are really cute dresses. So, and I also got myself this cute little pajama set with pink bows on it. So yeah, that is cute. So anyway, that's what I got, and thanks for watching. Bye.
There's absolutely no way you can tell me that this is not obviously a filtered picture, and she uses it very often because she doesn't look like this at all. But you know, she's going to say no filter.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. But I think what is compelling to a lot of people is the level of celebrity that she achieved while she was in prison. She had tons of offers to do pornography now, to strip, to make real money in the world because people are interested in her. And of course, there's some perverse angle here that seems to be happening. Beyond that is the fact that while she was in prison, she apparently fell in love, and not with her boyfriend that killed her mother. No, she's done with her boyfriend. He's serving life in prison and she has moved on in her life. But what I find interesting is this sort of Oprah rebrand that seems to be happening, where the media is maybe perhaps a little too sympathetic to her and her story. This is them almost glamorizing her new relationship. It feels especially hopeful.
But you're really together physically for the first time.
Yes.
We call it newly together with.
What are your plans? Do you want to have children?
We've talked about starting a family. We just don't know when at this point. Our lives are pretty hectic right now.
So this is your happily ever after, the gal who liked being a princess.
It is, yeah. I had to kiss a couple frogs to get to this one. Handsome face.
Oh, thank you, baby.
I don't know, guys. There's something about this that just gives me the ick. Maybe it's also the fact that she is posting on Instagram about how people are jealous of her husband, the person that you just saw, because of his D. She's talking about how good the D is with her husband. That doesn't exactly seem normal. So here is my take on the situation. What happened to Gypsy Rose Blanchard throughout her childhood is abhorrent. It's awful. Talking about Munchausen syndrome full stop is probably a wider conversation that we should be having. Because as I said, it's the ultimate victim mentality and we are seeing evidence of it everywhere. But just because something bad happens to someone when they are a child does not mean that we should dismiss the obvious signs that there is now something wrong with them when they are an adult. And I think that Gypsy Rose Blanchard shows all of those signs. She, at the age of 23 years old, devised a plan to kill her mother. They didn't have to do that. She already admitted that she was able to see her boyfriend, that she was able to sneak out of the house. Why didn't they just devise a plan to go to the police? I don't know that you can come back from something like that. 2 decades of sustained psychological abuse. It is obviously going to remain to be seen if she can turn her life around. I certainly hope that she does, but I think that people right now are falling in love with the Hollywood narrative, wanting to believe that she's going to skip into the sunset, where to me, it seems like there is something dark there. So I am not a Gypsy Rose Blanchard stan, as everybody else seems to be. The Hulu treatment does not convince me that this is necessarily a good person, and I think that there is probably going to be some trouble with her down the line. I hope I'm wrong. I hope she turns around. I hope she finds God. But something tells me that there's a little something off with this. This is definitely not the end. I think this is actually the beginning of the Gypsy Rose Blanchard story.
Okay, Lauren also posted this video and I wanted you guys to see it because I think it's actually a very interesting video. And then after that video, I want to spin a block. I found actually this week a couple of videos popped up saying this time last year, and I feel like this is so crucial for you guys to see because a lot of what's going on really makes you look at things differently when you see this, to me at least. But let me know your thoughts down below.
Did Gypsy Rose just spill some steaming hot tea on her relationship? My friend got a screenshot before she deleted it, and she immediately deleted these, so it's exclusive. This was regarding this video. A friend of mine had asked her if she at least washed the hairbrush. She confirmed it's another hairbrush that looks exactly the same as Ken's ex, which is completely normal. Gypsy replies to the comment and says, "Oh, don't worry, her hairbrush was thrown away. That one is mine." Then somebody comments back, "Why does it matter though? You have a baby with him and stay with him on and off. You are together already. Seems like over schmill with the jealousy." Gypsy says, "Yes, we have a kid. However, he placed those insecurities there. He never says, 'I choose you.' It's always, 'She wants nothing to do with me.'" And she presumably is Ken's ex, the original owner of the hairbrush. People are seeing a lot of disagreements on the show. And I know for a fact, allegedly, that Gypsy's reactions and actions are not organic. Because that right there has always been part of the issue. So, whoa, I mean, that is some good insight into their relationship. And one thing I've always said is Gypsy will always tell on herself.
Gypsy Rose Skeptics posted this in Reddit. Someone sent this to me earlier, stating that Nicholas GODEJOHN'S appeal was denied. Now, this is on a local level. As you can see, this says Missouri Court of Appeals. Now, I'm pretty sure Nicholas GODEJOHN'S attorneys really expected this. And the reason why I say that they expected this, because on a local level, they are not going to want to admit fault. Why? Because they would have to do an internal investigation, because obviously there's so many things that went wrong and was crooked about this entire situation. I do believe that once this gets to the Supreme Court, he will get an appeal and that they will essentially handle this. I'm not really sure if they will overturn everything, but I do believe that he will get his fair day in court. But for right now, we're crossing our fingers and hoping the best for Nicholas GODEJOHN. So, are we going to talk about this picture or not? Someone just emailed this to me and yo. What are we seeing right here? I mean, I see something, but I'm not going to point it out. I'm going to wait for y'all to point it out. What's T? Everyone keeps asking, who is Ken? Ken is Gypsy Rose's ex-fiance, the one she was engaged to before Ryan Anderson. Now, I'm going to show you who Ken is, and I'm going to tell you my predictions for the future. Now, here is Gypsy Rose. This is Ken. This is Gypsy Blanchard, and this is Rod Blanchard. Now, if you all remember, Gypsy Rose did send an email out to her friends and family shortly after she got married to Ryan, saying that they were going to walk their separate paths, and they realized that this wasn't what they anticipated things being. Now, here's the email she puts with a heavy heart, that this morning I made a decision to go ahead and file for an annulment and end my marriage with Ryan. She's saying it's at no fault of either one of them. They are just in different places in their lives, and it's too difficult to walk the path together. Ryan is a good guy with a big heart, and I love him dearly. And she's saying she's praying for healing during this separation for her, the family, and friends. And she really just wants people to respect this decision, okay? In my opinion, before she left out of the prison, their relationship was already on rocks. But also you have to keep in mind, she already had this deal with Lifetime. Now, on January 8th, I made this video explaining who Ken was again, right? Now, when I made this video, I made a prediction that she had already seen Ken, or was in the process of seeing Ken. But I knew that at some point she would leave him to be with Ken. Now, on 3/12, I made this video. In this video, I stated that Ken started following Gypsy within that last week, and Gypsy started following Ken on TikTok before Gypsy removed her TikTok page. Now, in this video, I stated that I think that I was onto something, and they were probably seeing each other behind Ryan's back. Everyone kept saying, no, they're just following each other. They're probably not doing anything. Here's the thing. Nobody follows their exes online when they're married unless there's intentions of something. I'm just being 100% honest. Now, yesterday, this picture surfaced. Someone emailed me this photo of Ken getting a tattoo while Gypsy Rose was sitting right there. Now, we know Gypsy Rose is a little hot pocket, but Ken definitely has a thing for Gypsy, and his mom was defending Gypsy a couple of weeks ago. I don't know Ken, but I've heard amazing things about him. I've heard he's a really great guy via Rachel, which is Gypsy Rose's ex-best friend. But this is all really weird. Gypsy is still not divorced, and she's out with Ken basically while they're separated. This is not a good look. Now, anyway, if I had to predict, Gypsy Rose is going to get pregnant by Ryan, and I know she's definitely trying to do so right now. The reason why she's doing this is she felt like Ken was the one who got away, because remember, Ken broke up with her, and she said herself she was devastated, she was heartbroken, she was so hurt. He was the love of her life. Gypsy is manipulative, and she will do whatever it takes to get what she wants. So now she is getting Ken, or has gotten Ken already, and she's going to do whatever it takes to keep him in her life. And if that means to get preggo, she will. So I would predict in the near future, we're going to hear that Gypsy's pregnant by Ken, and it'll probably be before her actual divorce. The ink on the divorce papers are actually signed. But she may not actually announce it until after it's signed. We don't really know, but I would not be surprised if we heard that she was pregnant very, very soon. Now, poor Ken doesn't realize him and his mother are enabling Gypsy Rose. And unfortunately, they may be very great people, but they're being used by her. And I really hope that everything's okay and things don't go bad. But it doesn't look too good because we know Gypsy is Gypsy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. Okay, y'all, the tea is hot, okay? I need you guys to go grab a seat, get your drinks, because we need to talk. Now, Ken's sister, Miss Autumn, has entered the chat. Do you guys want to see what she said? Okay, so this is Miss Autumn. She says, Ken is my brother, like real brother. She will never make it in this family. He has sisters that are crazy. Me. This pic is from Christmas of 2022. Ken is in the picture on the far right, and I'm the pregnant chick in the back. So you know what? I am living for Miss Autumn because I am all about my brother, and I don't play about anyone playing with my brothers. And the fact that Miss Autumn said she doesn't play about it. She said, this one right here, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, baby, don't play with it. And I'm living for this. So she's letting Gypsy know, ma'am, you will not be entering this family. I don't care what's going on. And it is what it is. Now, this screenshot, one of my followers emailed to me. Shout out to the lady who emailed this to me because I appreciate you. But I wanted y'all to see this because this is wild. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely don't hold my friends like that. What do y'all think? But also, what I think is really funny is she just said she needed time to get to know who she was, and now she's out here on these streets with Ken. I'm telling you guys, in just a little while, we are going to hear she is preggo. She might not be preggo now, but I am telling you, we are going to hear that very, very soon. And after that, she is going to put Ken's mama through the ringer. And I honestly would not be shocked if she got Ken caught up in some type of fraud charges. I'm just telling you, it's giving very much she's scamming and manipulating. We know that she is good for manipulating. She's going to use Ken for something, and she's going to make sure she locks him down because it's a point to her to prove I can get whatever I want, Mr. Ken. So just know her intentions with you are not going to be good. But you know what? Don't count what I say. Let's just see what comes to pass because I'm telling you, this is a recipe for disaster, my friend. When I tell you the karma is coming, trust me, you do not see it right now, but that karma is coming for Gypsy. I promise you. One thing about karma is she will always spin the block. Don't get it confused. These cute pictures and her holding Ken's hand and think everything's going to be okay. No, I'm telling you, karma is coming, and when it comes hard. Very hard. Just wait on it. Y'all, the tea is hot, but let's talk about it. So, OK Magazine just posted this saying that Gypsy Rose and her ex-fiance, current Urkel, being a shoulder to lean on after her separation and still cares deeply for her. Now, it also says that they reunited this weekend or this week and following the separation from Ryan, and Ken's mother insists that they aren't dating. Now, Mom, stop playing on our top. You are a very sweet lady, but You don't have to play out here like that. They got matching tattoos on opposite sides of the arm so it can look like they're kissing. First of all, do you get a matching tattoo with an ex? Does this sound realistic? She also says he has the purest intentions. I think he had an itch he wanted to scratch because they met while she was in prison. And I think it was a gratification thing, to be honest with you. Do I think that this is going to be long-term? I don't know. I do think she's going to trap him, but I think he'll find a way to get himself out of it. But I think this is going to be drama and long-term ramifications. And I also think Gypsy is going to use his mother until she can't use her anymore. That is just my opinion. I may be completely wrong, but that would be my speculation. But I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye for now. Okay, the tea seems to be hot. But I'm not going to speak much on this. I want you guys to look at this and tell me what you think. So here is a photo of the friends walking together. I'm not sure where exactly in Louisiana they are, but that's one picture. Here is another one. Gypsy seems very happy, and so does Ken. But, you know, she says, I'm just a friend. She says, I'm just a friend. Ooh, baby, you know what I need. She just had to help him carry the bag. You know, they don't want anything to fall out, right? I don't know. What are your thoughts? I just think that this is interesting, to say the least. I do know matters of the heart is something you almost, I don't know, don't control. But still, I don't know. What do y'all think? Okay, y'all, the Shade Room posted this, but I need y'all to see these comments because I was literally in stitches reading them. She move on faster than Mexican music. She got my silver teeth. I don't trust that lady. When was she engaged? This girl caught a body, been engaged, married, going through a divorce, and haven't lived in the free world that long. Alexa, play Track Star by Mooski. Gyp said she outside. My sis says she keep one tucked away at all times, baby. Gypsy, keep a man Blanchard. She definitely got that dog in her, and I ain't even mad at her. She gets more action than me, and I've been free my whole life. Sis, teach me your ways. Y'all, I had to show you these because I laughed so hard when I seen the comment section. I was like, I have to show them this. Even Gypsy could laugh at this. This is actually really funny. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye for now.
Already said what he does for work. He works at a bar. He invited Nina to come for a drink.
Yeah, come, Nina. I will.
He doesn't have a girlfriend. He broke up with his girlfriend.
It's a mutual separation, but yes.
Excuse me, mutual separation.
Oh wow, how do y'all know her name?
Wait, who?
People know her name. I've seen her.
Ex?
Yeah, they know my ex's name.
I didn't see that.
Ex's name. What?
Well, I saw it in the chat. Somebody knows.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
So weird.
Leave her alone, y'all.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait,
is that it? Are we done?
I guess.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming up here. They want to know where your puppy is, for God's sake. Please answer that.
He's...
Y'all, the tea is hot. I need you guys to go grab your mugs and grab your seat. And let's sit down and talk about Miss Gypsy Rose. Now, People Magazine just released this article a couple of hours ago. Inside Gypsy Rose troubled marriage. What went wrong with Ryan? Now, you notice Ryan Anderson is over here to the left of you guys and the right of me. And then Damn, that's how quick Ken left. Y'all can pause to read, but basically she's saying that he has banged on the door. He got in her face, he started screaming, and that she became scared. Now, I also seen that they tried to reach out to Ryan Anderson, and he's been very silent, which I understand because at this point there's going to be a divorce proceeding. And I am pretty sure all of this is lies. And I know y'all are going to say, oh my gosh, she's a victim. Why would you say that, Ina? Are you guys not seeing the trend? First of all, this is the bathroom again. Her mom abused her. Now she's going to say she came out of a prison and Ryan abused her. And she is just so lost. And I bet you she's going to say Ken is next. I can just imagine how Ryan's mama is so upset that she is doing her baby like this. I'm being very honest with y'all. Also, do y'all not remember this? Let's run the clip.
Out having done the whole dating scene outside of prison. Lately, my past loves have, in a sense, haunted me. You can ask Ryan. I have always had a difficulty letting go of my ex-fiance, Ken. We were so connected at one time that I felt like he was a soulmate. And I think it started to wear on Ken, the amount of time that I had to do in prison and the stress of who I am as Gypsy Blanchard. I don't think that he knew how to deal with the popularity and the quote-unquote fame of that. So 3 years ago, he ended the relationship. It was devastating to me.
This call is from a correctional facility. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, honey.
Hey, baby.
I just woke up not long ago, so my brain's a little foggy right now. Listen, I do my best to be honest with you. I do my best to tell you how I'm feeling in any given moment. I want to do the right thing and be upfront with you because I had a dream about my ex, and in that dream, I left you for my ex.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
You don't know what to say?
Yeah.
All right, so she's made it very clear even before she left prison, and this is before they got married, that she already had these conversations with Ken, and she was concerned, and she had a dream she left him for Ryan, or for Ken, and so she knew a lot of this. I think a lot of this was planned, and the fact that she is going to tear down Ryan's character and say that he's abusive. Now, where's the police reports again, Gypsy? You did that to your mama and you didn't have police reports. Now, I'm not saying that your mama has never had any type of abuse, but at the time that you unalived her, was there actual abuse? Did you not have pending fraud charges? I think there's a lot that was missing. And also, did anyone know that this is what she was doing at that time? I think that, again, she's trying to tarnish another person's name. And I am not saying Ryan or her mother were angels. I don't believe that either. But doesn't the story sound very familiar? All right, so she's made it very clear even before she left prison, and this is before they got married, that she already had these conversations with Ken, and she was concerned, and she had a dream she left him for Ryan, or for Ken. And so she knew a lot of this. I think a lot of this was planned. And the fact that she is going to tear down Ryan's character and say that he's abusive. Now, where's the police reports again, Gypsy? You did that to your mama and you didn't have police reports. Now, I'm not saying that your mama has never had any type of abuse, but at the time that you unalived her, was there actual abuse? Did you not have pending fraud charges? I think there's a lot that was missing. And also, did anyone know that this is what she was doing at that time? I think that, again, she's trying to tarnish another person's name. And I am not saying Ryan or her mother were angels. I don't believe that either. But doesn't the story sound very familiar? Y'all, now this next clip is about Teresa Giudice, which was or is a housewife of New Jersey. I used to love the show. I haven't really watched it that much in a couple of years, but Teresa Giudice and I share the same birthday. And I think it's really funny because it's interesting to me that she tends to kind of get herself into some stuff. I don't know. I love her, but then I have like that love relationship, but I love watching her. She's very entertaining. She's funny, but I feel like she struggles with really walking in her truth and just being her versus what she thinks people want her to be. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Let me know if you really understand what I'm saying, but watch this clip and let me know what you think because it's crazy.
So Giudice just started this new podcast. It's the second episode, and she has already brought Bethany Frankel's daughter into their feud, which I do not think is going to end well. They've been going back and forth about Teresa Giudice's financial issues, and I'm going to tell you guys what's going on.
Bethany Frankel, I hope that $1,000 TikTok paycheck was really worth it.
Okay, so first of all, Bethany Frankel made a video where she's saying that she feels bad for Teresa, that she can't believe that this is happening to her again, that she's picked another man who has put her in a financial situation that is not good. I think we can all agree that this is not good.
I cannot believe that Teresa is in another marriage with financial, legal issues.
In the video, Bethany even goes on to make a self-deprecating joke saying that she still thinks she has a worse picker than Teresa despite all the stuff that they're going through right now.
Love is blind, all these things, but oh my God, I mean, there's never been a worse picker in the history of pickers than myself besides Teresa Giudice. Like, I know, I mean, I still win because I was 10 years on a 2-year marriage, but I didn't go to the clink.
So I'm going to show you guys the clip of Gia responding to it. She was obviously very offended by it, but I am blown away that she brought up Bethany Frankel being a mom and having a daughter of her own, especially since her daughter is a minor and she was never showed on the show in the same capacity that Teresa's daughters have been. I don't think Bethany's daughter was even shown on social media until she was old enough to consent herself, and Gia is a full-grown adult with a criminal justice degree who is now on the show currently with her own confessionals. And I always go back to this clip where Gia Giudice was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy Cohen was trying to tell Teresa Giudice that she needs to get a prenup, and both Teresa and Gia clearly did not understand that Andy was saying that Teresa needed to protect herself. And my sister and I have talked about this clip so many times over the years because at the time Gia was like going towards a law degree, and it was clear that she didn't understand that they weren't saying Louis should be protected from Teresa getting half, like she was the one that needed to be protected.
My dad made her sign a prenup, and I really didn't like that.
What? Hold on. Well, okay, well, I'm gonna refrain.
Did you know that?
No, hold on.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't care, you can ask. No, my dad really did, made her sign a prenup before the wedding.
Like a week before, and I wanted to call the wedding off, and my mom told me not to.
Your work has been done.
I don't know, I think she's so high up that, like, she's not gonna wanna take anything from him.
And so sadly, in the response that she gave, which I'm about to show you, I think that it remains clear that she still cannot decipher what kind of man Louis really is, despite all of these red flags that everybody else can see. She really seems to be drinking the Teresa Kool-Aid, and like her mom, despite having this degree in criminal justice and formally going towards a law degree, it seems that she still doesn't understand the seriousness of the situation.
I can't stress enough how much my mom has worked. Everything will be resolved. My mom has everything under control, and there's nothing to worry about. My stepdad, Louis, is the most amazing stepfather. He treats my sisters and I like we are his own. He is also working on getting everything resolved as well. But there's nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be fine. But thank you for your concern. And Bethany Frankel, thank you so much for your sweet video. You are a mother with a daughter. I bet you wouldn't like if somebody was saying this about you. So I hope that $1,000 TikTok paycheck was really worth it. And thanks, but we're doing perfectly fine over here.
Now, as of today, People magazine said that they had legal experts weigh in who are saying that the situation is certainly very serious for Teresa and Louis. Here, the lawyer is quoted saying, if there's taxes that are owed and let's say the IRS determination is not challenged and you still refuse to pay your taxes, there's potential criminal liability. He explains that he suspects that it's going to be contested, although he don't know. It's certainly very serious, especially with the number of that magnitude. If you ignore that, like he said, there's potential risk for civil consequences and or criminal consequences. They go on to say that while Teresa's troubled past with the law doesn't necessarily impact her current debt and a tax lien is not indicative of a criminal fraud case, time will tell if that's something the authorities suspect, noting that the reason that it would turn criminal is if they hid money from collectors. If the state still can't get paid and Teresa's been hiding money, then there could be some aspect of a criminal piece. Bethany talked more at length about this on her most recent Just Be episode, but I don't think that she knows that Gia has responded in this way, so I can't say what's going to happen from here, but I will show you a little clip of what she had to say about this, because she was really saying that she feels bad for Teresa because obviously love is blind, and she also speaks about how much pressure these housewives are put under to maintain their image and to keep up with the other ones, and how I think something like 25% of housewives have had criminal or fraud cases against them, which is kind of telling of what kind of environment these women are put into, and it's just unbelievable that this is going to be Teresa Giudice's second time going through something huge like this. So roll the clip.
I just think Teresa's a great television character. I'm sure that I put her on my Mount Rushmore, and she's one of the people that I feel like overall has pretty much put it all out there on reality TV, and I respect that. In the comments, people were saying that some people were saying that I was saying bad things about Teresa's financial situation. I didn't say one bad thing about her or her financial situation. I have sympathy and feel badly because love is blind, and she loves this guy, and I don't know if they were in it together and, you know, flying too close to the financial sun, or he was doing things she didn't know about, or what happened. And it's not easy to know everything about taxes. It's not easy to be financially literate, believe me. But the two of them got themselves into some issues, and I strongly hope that her not having signed a prenup doesn't come back to haunt her, because in the beginning, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. Okay. So that's what I said about that. And I am completely entitled to talk about it as a person who has a podcast, as a person who's been on the show, as a person who left the show, and as a person who's got facts and receipts and statistics that don't lie. The numbers don't lie. In your normal life, you do not know 25% of people that have gotten into financial trouble or been, you know, arrested. Like, that's not even including the arrest. You just don't know people that this high proportion of people that have been arrested for fraud or filed for bankruptcy.
Ultimately, I feel bad for Gia. This is a new endeavor for her. This was literally her second episode. She addresses this for 3 minutes in the very beginning of it, and then she just completely switches the tone and goes into talking about her boyfriend. But like I said, I do feel bad for her. She's constantly having to wake up in the morning and think about so many things because of the questionable life choices of her mother.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better.
Obviously, this is not the end of this whole debacle, so if you want to stay up to date and know if there's any response, go ahead and follow me. And of course, all I care about is knowing what you guys think about this whole situation, so let me know in the comments.
Diddy was just hit with a superseding indictment. Now, this is where it gets a bit sinister. Now, this is the third superseding indictment. According to the legal documents TMZ obtained, they're saying that he has been charged with trafficking, running a ring of, force or coercion, transportation to engage in selling a little bit of what. The feds are saying that these charges are stemming from 2021 to 2024 from some allegations that have been put out there. Remember, the last superseding indictment dropped Cassie as victim number 1. This is victim number 2, and this name is not released. It's just named as victim number 2. Obviously, Diddy pled not guilty, but now this is 5 counts. And keep in mind, he still has racketeering charges. And no co-defendants have been dropped, which means there's definitely going to be another superseding indictment. Remember, he has court on May 5th. I'm starting to feel like that's not going to happen because the fact that co-defendants have not been dropped, it's looking kind of sketchy. Drop your comments down below. Y'all, Onija is back like she never left. And y'all got to see this. I meant to show you guys this the other day, but I've had such a crazy weekend, which is why you guys didn't see me post a video yesterday. And I'm so sorry, you guys. It's just, I've had a lot going on. But I want you guys to watch this because it's good news.
Oh, Onija is safe! Yo, look! It's Onija!
Can you get a shot right now?
I'm so happy to see she's okay. So different! Oh my goodness! So there's so much. Follow my coins, follow everything. Follow my manager, my agents, my glam squad.
Look over here.
Everybody. I love that. So listen, Onija, we have to catch up with you. You have to tell us where have you been. Everyone's asking where have you been. Well, come on the sidewalk. Well, I'm glad to be back in New York. I'm glad about that.
Look, I've never been so happy to see someone on my timeline because even though I don't know her, I was still worried that if she was okay or not, or what happened, or, you know, would she ever make it back? Would we see her again? Was she safe? You know, all of those things ran through my mind. So to see her here, alive and well and looking good, I'm thankful for that. And I know a lot of us were really worried about her because we knew what was up and we just didn't want to see anything bad happen to her. So y'all, good news is Onija is back like she never left. And I'm so happy to see her and I'm so happy she's safe.
She's back. She's back. She's back. I literally got off a plane from Ethiopia and I went to sleep. I was so tired, but my phone was on fire. It was like, she's back, she's back, she's back. Bilal, wake up, wake up. It's breaking news. So this is a breaking news coverage from your Pakistan correspondent reporting that Onija has made it back. She is healthy. She is looking great. And her hair is laid. She is serving, Khan. She is serving. It's so, I'm legit happy. I feel like we are all a family over here. And I used to feel so guilty because a lot of you used to ask me, they're like, where is she? Reporter Onija, tell us where she is. I was like, I don't know. I wish I knew because, you know, till she was in Pakistan, I could tell you, but she was in Dubai. And she went on her world tour, so I couldn't report. I literally went to Ethiopia. People were like, oh my God, you're Mr. Onija. Tell us what's happening. Tell us what's happening. I went to Djibouti. Do you know where Djibouti is? Djibouti is a tiny country in East Africa, and people would come and ask me. People recognize me there. They're like, you were reporting on Onija. Where is she? Where is she? And I used to feel so guilty because I did not know where is she. But today, I can breathe a sigh of relief that she is fine. She is healthy. She's made it back to America, to New York. And she's looking great, man. She's actually looking really healthy. She's looking really healthy. She's dressed in all this, like this pink cotton candy suit or something. She's wearing these like these astronaut kind of boots. It's like she came off the moon or something. Sis is still Delulu. She's still Delulu is the Selulu. Where like she's saying stuff like you know, someone asked her, they're like, yeah, what did you do with that cigarette? She was like, oh, I asked my driver, we're just playing around. And then she was like, yeah, then there's the paparazzi. You were hanging out in the immigrant neighborhood. They're just Pakistani men with phones, but if you call them the paparazzi, then I am the paparazzi. I am TMZ. Then I am the top paparazzi. If that's how you can like dub the paparazzi. But there's also another like important details where she says she still says she's married. And I think she's a bit lucid right now. I think she might have been medicated. Her mental health, she looks healthy. She looks completely like, she looks better. She does not look like, and she looks calm. She looks calm and content. But she does say that she's married. She does say that the guy is still there. They asked her about the money and the land. She was still saying the same stuff. She's like, yeah, I need to get that. I need to get my 100K per week or something. And also like she was doing that dance. She's like, I'm doing the grills or something. But like, yeah, for the first time, actually, I just realized, and like one important detail, which we haven't noticed over here is the first time we're seeing her hair. Her hair is laid. She is serving. She looks great. I mean, I'm legit legit really, really happy today. And this is an Eid miracle. So I want to say Eid Mubarak to everyone. Today is the 4th of April, 2025. This is Onija Day. It's Onija Day where we're celebrating Onija's freedom from Dubai. And one thing which she added on, everything is adding up. They're like, where were you? She was like, I was in Dubai. She's like, what happened? She's like, I was there for a month. And she's like, I wasn't in jail. I mean, sis, come on, man. She's like, I was like, what were you doing there? She's like, I was just in, so yeah. Point being, she will eventually get an interview. And guys at the Shade Room, if you plan on inviting her, just invite me as a fly on the wall. I just want to be there and watch it. And I just want to react to everything that she's going to say. But guys, congratulations. Sis has made it. Sis is healthy. She's looking great. And I feel like, we're all a family now. We're all a family over here where we've been following this entire saga. And legit, I've posted about this. Regularly. You can go see everything. And I posted about the fact that I was worried. I was legit worried for her. And especially I was worried the minute she made it to Dubai. I was like, guys, this is not going to end well. Because in Pakistan, she can react this way and everything. We're empathetic. We're chill people. But I was like, in Dubai, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I had predicted that maybe in Ramadan, she'd be out. But if not Ramadan, then maybe a month later after Eid. So this is hopefully an Eid miracle. Anyhow, I wish she stays healthy. She stays out of trouble. And she respects the law. She respects the law now. And and I can't wait to hear more. And Shade Room, if you plan on inviting her, invite me also. Because I just want to, you don't need to ask me anything. I'm just going to sit there and react to everything she says. Anyhow, congratulations, everyone. 4th of April, Onija Freedom Day.
Anyway, I hope you guys had a really great weekend. I know I enjoyed my weekend. And I will be seeing you guys tomorrow because a lot will be going on tomorrow. I actually think I'm going to do a video earlier in the day. And we're going to run through Bree's bullshit. It's petty time! I love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye for now.